Gundam, find some other scraps. He is now the... I'm not going to call him the cave breeder, because that sounds horribly inappropriate. Good day, good people. It is another fine day in the year of the Ascent. Toon Link, Dave, Anomaly, the Anomalous, and your United States Aviator, that's me. Welcome back to another Friday edition, Tag Team edition of the... Wait for it, it's coming, it's... Boom! The Danganronpa Hunger Games. And today, it is National Guinea Pig. It is a celebration of guinea pigs. And I bet you're wondering, guinea pigs? That reminds me of a certain somebody. He's got hamsters, not guinea pigs. Y'all calm down. It is a part of the Hunger Games. And I'll tell you what. We got all the people who I would trust to take care of some guinea pigs. You know how in elementary school sometimes they get the pets and it's like, you get to take it home for a week. These are the people I would trust to take home to the elementary school guinea pig pet for a week. And let's get started with it. Of course, Prepare for Trouble's gonna be here. Gundam and Jin, they're both taking care of this thing with the utmost respect and decency. Jacket failures with Kaito and Kanji. The Proud Fathers have Taichi and Dojima. I mean, I'll be frank. Both of their children would bring home the guinea pig, and they'd be like, "Well, in case things go wrong, I'm gonna help you take care of it." I'm imagining young Chihiro doing that. Lamel. Baby Chihiro's precious. Big sisters, Sarah and Hina. The cross-dimensional sisters, Kotoko and Hilda. Accent imposter Celeste, who has a cat. So I hope she could take care of the guinea pig too, with Teru, the Brainiacs, Nagisa, and Quark. Healthcare, Mikon and Mercedes, at your service, Pennyworth, and Noel. Togami's clearly bringing it home, and Pennyworth is going to watch over it for him. Eye for an Eye, Mudokata, and Dimitri. Headphone Vibe and Masaru and Yosuke. Mind Trip, Maya, and Yasuke. The Power of God in Anime has just the anime, Hifumi and Mitarai. Shrouded in Mystery, Fat Togami and Kei. Rock On, Ibuki, and Shinyan. Hornbearer, Sato, and Rantaro. The Wolfpack has Gonta and Razor. Brute Force with Tenko and Mono. The Shorty Sleepover with Kana. And Crazy Hiyoko, the Managers, have Cannon and Boss. It is boss time. Jailbirds have Ryoma and Alice, the Robotics Club with Kazuichi and Monica. Maybe we should have put in Kibo instead of Monica. Capture the Moment with Angie and Albedo. Pro Tag Team with Makoto, and They've Stolen His Head 90 times yesterday, Shuichi. Hard Knock Life, Maki and Mizuki. Strong and Soft, Daisaku Mondale. Obsessive Siblings with Corey and Clover. And Aiko's Kitchen cooking up with Aiko and Kai. And that is the long list of competitors who are here today. And I'm not going to forget to make my picks, so you don't forget to make them either in the comments below. First, second, and third, which teams do you think are coming out on top? Who's going to that tag team finale? And of course, who's going to that as I turn the page? That tag team retribution match, which is more full. Just slightly, I believe, more full than the singles retribution match. But we might get a ton more people as I look around and I needed to go over there and get the die. But you guys go ahead and make your picks. And those picks are important. And those comments are important because that helps the video get around, leaving comments and likes and subscribing. You don't know how much that actually does help. You should go and do that. But they also mean a lot to me because I like to read them, and they're important like this one, and this one, and even that one right there. However, I'm gonna make some picks before I go and get the die. So I'm gonna pick Rock On with Ibuki and Shinyan. I don't know why, I really like that team, they just haven't had a good season. The Power of God in Anime with Mitarai and Hifumi, I've got them too. They're one of the classic names of this, of tag team action. I gotta love that. I love the Power of God in Anime. And Prepare for Trouble. Because I feel like they'd probably be best equipped to handle babysitting a guinea pig. But on that note, I gotta go and get Pablo. He's actually sitting on my dresser. He's always in line of sight like a good boy. Unlike a certain other multi-dimensional die, which we don't like to talk about. Whom we don't like to mention unless it's Thursday we mention it. I don't even want to have it in my mouth. I don't want to have it in my mouth. Put Asmir's name in my mouth. Bad things will happen. I'll be right back. Now that I'm in my thinking chair, it's time to roll the die. Thank you, Pablo. Let's go ahead and do this. We're gonna get through this real fast because we have a ton of people here today. 56, I think? That might be wrong. I might be incorrect, but it might be 56. However, are you ready to roll this? See how many people are going on to this Retribution match, which is filling up and almost has entries complete. 3 more episodes after this one, but today, we're adding in another 5. The Tag Team Retribution match, which fittingly enough probably should have more people since there's more people in tag team action, is filling up. And we got 5 more people to add today who will go on to the Tag Team Retribution match, and more importantly, who's just going on to the finale. We gotta talk about the winner. We gotta talk about the winner. Fighting for that Danganronpa Hunger Games Tag Team Championship. But to find out who that will be, we gotta proceed. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you're ready for what may be a long brawl. In this simulator, a lot of people could be a long brawl. But we're gonna start round 1 and see. We're starting off immediately with some bloodshed. Ooh, some bloodshed. And some bloodshed that's not good for my picks, but the round has started. The game has started. The podiums, they are there, no longer made of cardboard. We haven't had cardboard in a hot minute. I've been doing so well at concealing, not having cardboard in the arena, cough. Sound the horns. Perfect. Kei doesn't feel prepared for any of this. Nagisa thinks about what he did to end up here. Mikan attacks and kills Clover before Corey can react. Corey rushes to help, but it's already too late. That Corey's like, that's my job. I'm the man who takes out my tag team partners. Shinyan trips and falls in a really bad way, breaking her neck. Corey is on the verge of a nervous breakdown. Jin, is it being adorable as always? I buy that. Taichi wants us to be over already. Kaito feels strong enough to handle anything. Dojima wonders about the future. Celeste can't take her eyes off of Teru. Tinko slips down a trap. Yasuke tries to get others to notice him. Masaru tries to tell a joke, but it always falls flat. Rantaro spots something shiny in the distance. Hilda tries to kill Pennyworth, but Pennyworth retaliates and actually takes out Hilda instead. Alice just wants to be helpful. Noel does something really cute. Albedo looks like he's on the verge of snapping. Gundam finds some of the scraps. He is now I'm not going to call him the cave breeder, because that sounds horribly inappropriate. Pennyworth gets caught in one of Tenko's traps. All he can do is hope to be freed. Someone free my squad member. Ryoma mopes around uselessly. Angie attacks and kills Kei before Fatsugami can react. Ugh. Fatsugami rushes to help, but Kei dies in his arms. The death of a good boy. Kanji, gosh darn it, rock on. I picked y'all, and y'all are out like this? I just looked one down. Attacks Aiko and Kai from behind, slaughtering them both. Rest in peace to Aiko's kitchen. Ibuki wants to end things once and for all with Kana. Ibuki bites the dust. Kana's a big strong girl now. I wouldn't be surprised if she wins this one. She took out my team, unfortunately, one half of them. The other one took out themselves. Kazuichi just wants it to end already. Kotoko looks for someone dumb enough to believe her. Munakata and Dimitri get into an argument over who should be in charge. I don't know which of these two should be in charge. They both have been in leadership positions and have gone a little bit nutso. Shuichi attempts to kill Quark, but Nagisa intervenes just in time. Nagisa had to kill Shuichi to protect Quark's life. Monica seems unshaken by any of this. Mercy does. Still can't believe that Mikon's killed somebody. Dimitri wonders about the future. Fatsugami sits there with a blank stare. Sarah's being adorable as always. Daisaku doesn't feel prepared for any of this. Yosuke spots something shiny in the distance. Quark is glad he can rely on Nagisa. Hina finds a dapper suit. It's really quite fetching. Teru wants it to be over already. Kanon isn't sure whether to cry, laugh, or tear her hair out. Mana feels strong enough to handle anything. Mondo has a horrible feeling in his chest. Mitsurai seems to find Hifumi's presence soothing. Sato just wants to be helpful. Gonta fails to grasp the gravity of the situation. Maya is cooking up a genius, brilliant in fact, idea. Boss doesn't really want to, but finds herself having to get rid of Albedo. Razor attempts to call Hina, but sharpshooting, steel-minded Big Sister Sarah intervenes to protect her. Unfortunately, Sarah perishes in the attempt. Makoto kills Mitsurai before Hifumi can react. There's nothing Hifumi can do. Come on, Makoto! We were all rooting for Mitsurai. We're all also rooting for Kaito, so let's hope that he also doesn't perish. Maki thinks of a dark poem. Hifumi snaps out of it. Crazy Hiyoko calms down. No longer subject to the whims of a changing brain, which might have been more useful for her in this game, so maybe you can get that back, Crazy Hiyoko. Mizuki looks around for stuff to scrounge. We lost 11 on day 1. 45 still remain though. Out of the, 56. So, we must go and give a Claire de Lune for Clover, Shinyan, Hilda, Kei, Aiko, Kai, Ibuki, Shuichi, Albedo, Sarah, Mitsurai. Did all of the teams that I picked lose a people? Or lose a person? No. No, Prepare for Trouble is still shockingly doing okay. I have, what, the team I picked for third gone, and the team I picked for, I didn't pick, we'll see. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Rock On did not do as well as I would hope. But you know what? I had great picks and saving grace picks last week, so this is clearly my luck turning around. This is a fair turnabout. But we must continue on. Hopefully your picks are doing better than mine. Hopefully you didn't pick the same picks as me, because although it might have been great for last week, this week, we'll go to the next round. And round 2 begins as Kaito sizes his muscles. Hina trips and falls in a really bad way, immediately breaking her neck. Rest in peace to her. Tenko is determined to survive this. Gonta twiddles his thumbs. Mizuki spots something shiny in the distance. Kanji kills Celeste before Tera can react. There's nothing that Tera can do. He rushes to help. Celeste dies in his arms. Kazuichi doesn't care much for this place. Monica ambushes Munakata and Dimitri, murdering them both. Mercy still can't believe that Mikan has killed someone. Maki somehow finds a suit full of medieval armor. Puts it on. It gleams with a dazzling shine. Hifumi doesn't feel prepared for any of this. Masaru keeps trying to tell a joke, but it always falls flat. Crazy Yoko tries to kill Maki, but Maki's knight armor diverts to blow Kana. Finds all that scraps, and she is now rocking her bucket and some cave woman gear. Mikan attacks Maki from behind and strangles her. Rest in peace, Maki. I know we go way back. We sure do. Nagisa is thinking plans to get out of here. Daisaku's ready to defend his friends. Yosuke and Masaru attack Kanon from behind, killing her. Headphone vibing with some good teamwork there. Angie, however, finds a magic wand. Hopefully it's got some spells left in it. That could be very good for her team, because she's all alone right now. Mana feels strong enough to handle anything. Maya does her best to avoid Yasuke. Ryoma tries to kill Makoto. Makoto's been on a little spree, kills him instead. Rantaro won't give up so easily. Yasuke looks for someone dumb enough to believe him. Noelle finds her tag team partner caught in a trap, frees him from the trap, and Boss now has an ancient scepter. There's an ancient scepter and a magic wand in play. We'll see how that goes. Will they have a showdown? I don't know. Tera was on the verge of a nervous breakdown. Whoa, Alice just found a laser gun. He starts swinging around making pew pew sounds before he realizes that he can just pull the trigger and make those sounds for real. I also believe, if it's Friday, then I should have Your Turn to Die coming out Saturday, because it was a break week for the World Interview before we start the demo for that one. So look for that coming soon. The Alice So route. It's something else. It is something else. Cork is glad he can rely on Nagisa. Taichi just wants this to be over already. Pennyworth wishes he didn't have to kill anyone. Dojima thinks about what he did to end up here. Makoto thinks about Shuichi and sobs quietly. Gundam's wearing leather scraps in the sight to behold. Razor spots them shining in the distance. Corey snaps out of it. Jin is being adorable as always. Togami is on the verge of a nervous breakdown. Mondo attacks Tera from behind and strangles him. Kotoko attempts to kill Pennyworth, but Noelle intervenes just in time. Noelle had to kill Kotoko to protect Pennyworth's life. Noelle, I do respect you saving my squad member. I did ask someone to save him, you did it twice this game. And Sato's only looking out for herself. We lost 9 more, 20 gone, 36 remain, and a Claire de Lune for Hina, Celeste, Munakata, Dimitri, Maki, Kanon, Ryoma, Teru, Kotoko. After the next round, we'll check out everybody's who's left. But we're not even halfway through this game. Not even halfway through. We still have 36 room. We're not even close to a standard size game. We still have 12 more until we get to a standard size game, and I don't even think we're going to get there next time. But I will say it is time to click next round and we'll see what happens. We might get there. We might get there. As round 3 begins, Razor tries to kill Alice, but Alice retaliates and kills him instead. Rest in peace to the wolf boy. Dojima sizes his muscles. Yasuke attacks and kills Mercy before Mikan can react to this. Mikan rushes to help, but Mercy dies in her arms. Noelle is crying. Someone stop that. Someone save her. Someone stop her tears. Gonta doesn't really understand what's happening. Mondo wonders about the future. Pennyworth wants to protect Noelle, saying, Masaru duels it out with Mana. Mana bites the dust. Maya can't take her eyes off of Yasuke. Fatsugami snaps out of him. Makoto gets mauled by wild animals. Nagisa is cooking a genius idea. Boss calls down arcane fury on Alice. Her ancient scepter beaming with an inner rage at first. It seems nothing happened until a light breeze blows Alice away like a pile of old dust. Crazy Yoko. Being adorable as always, Angie gestures angrily towards Dojima with her magic wand. Dojima only has time to feel his body temperature rise rapidly before he topples over, deadified. Yosuke spots something shiny in the distance. Court just wants this to be over already. Rantaro feels like Sato slowing him down. He got rid of his own tag team partner. half of the tag team champions. Rantaro's like, this is my show. I won it, we're doing this. Mizuki attacks Taichi from behind and murders him. Jin is ready to defend his friend's Gundam. Thinks of Dark Poem Hifumi. Doesn't feel prepared for any of this. Daisaku still can't believe Mondo's killed someone. Kaito attempts to kill Mondo, but Daisaku intervenes to protect him. Unfortunately, Daisaku dies in the attempt. Corey's on the verge of snapping. Kanji sizes his muscles. Kazuichi doesn't care much for this place. Mikon is on the verge of a nervous breakdown. Monica finds a big stick, probably comes in handy to bash in some skulls. Tinka won't go up so easily. And Kana thinks about what she did to end up here. I don't know what you did. Maybe you signed a little something, but we are at 27 alive and 29 dead, so we are at your halfway point. A little bit past your one past your halfway point, but we are there. And you know what? We're only 3 until a standard size game, so I'm gonna go ahead and check who's left after this Clarity Loom 4. Razor, Mercy, Mana, Makoto, Alice, Dojima, Sato, Taichi, Daisaku. We're gonna go back. 27 remain, and those 27, in terms of the teams, we still have the obsessive siblings with Corey, who wasn't able to take out his partner. So you know, maybe he'll have some good going on. Wolfpack still has Gonta. Strong and Soft still has Mondo. Mind Trips completely, and so is At Your Service, each with a kill apiece. Shrouded in Mystery still has Fat Togami, former champs. Also, speaking of former champs, the Brainiacs are completely in. Prepare for Trouble completely in as well as Headphone Vibing with 3 kills to their names in total. Will Managers still have Boss, who has 2 KOs, Albedo and Alice. Anyone else with an A at the start of their name, Boss is out for you. Hard Knock Life still has Mizuki. Brute Force still has Tenko. As we scroll down, Rantaro remains for the Hornbears. Shorty Sleepover is actually completely in, and Kana has gotten a kill. She's meek and she's scrappy, but she wants to win this thing. She's trying to be a samurai woman, as the Power of God in anime still has Hifumi. Never count Hifumi out. He's always in here to steal a win. He has a history of doing that. You know what? You can't hate him. Jacket Failure have both of their members, surprisingly enough, capture the moment with Angie and Robotics Club completely in. Monica's taking out 2 people. As we scroll down, Mikon is still in with 2 KOs, and that is the 27 who are left. So I don't think we need to dilly and dally. You might be formulating your saving grace picks now if your picks have done horribly thus far, but I know I am. Let's go ahead and proceed. We gotta get to 10. We have to lose 17 more, but it looks like we're losing about 9 every day. That might continue. Very much might continue. As round 4 begins, Kanji sizes muscles. Monica bludgeons Quark to death with her big stick. Crazy Yoko and Kana ambush Pennyworth, killing him. Maya, thinking plans to get out of here with a flick of her ancient scepter. Boss turns Angie into a sheep. Corey is in the house and he is frenzied. There is now just crazy in the house. They took out Pennyworth and Noel's in rage mode. She pops her shield and she takes out Angie, who is a sheep in sheepy misery. Mikon snaps out of it. Jin is being adorable as always. Mizuki spots something shiny in the distance. Masaru keeps trying to tell a joke, but it always falls flat. Fat Togami finds us all below his concern. Nagisa toodles his thumbs. Rantaro is determined to survive this. Yosuke tries to kill Hifumi, but Hifumi actually retaliates, kills him instead. Well, I guess Masaru still remains for Headphone Vibing, but they are now down to 1. Tenko sets down a trap. Hifumi fails to grasp the gravity of the situation, even though you just murdered someone. I thought you would get it after that. Kazuichi tries to get others to notice him. Gundam gets caught in one of Tenko's traps. All he can do is hope to be freed. Mondo recalls something about Daisaku and sobs quietly, going to feel strong enough to handle anything. Yasuke is looking for an easy out. Kana attacks and kills Monica before Kazuichi can react. There's nothing that Kazuichi can do. As Kaito stares into the distance, we are down to 22. 22 remain, 34 are gone. Less than a standard size game, and 12 until your saving grace picks, but for now, we just have to hit a clear. Dayloon, 4. Quark, Pennyworth, Angie, Yosuke, Monica. And I might be in doubt because my pink is out. But there's no doubt in the mind of the 22 that are left. They are going strong and trying to get into at least a tag team retribution match, but they would love to secure a win under their belts and head right to the finale. Can anyone here do it? I don't know, but I will say it's time to go. It is time to proceed. 22 remain. This is the one. This is it. Let's go ahead. Let's click next round and let's see what unfolds. Ooh, we've got a bunch of people getting gone today. Good gravy! As round 5 begins in a fit of frenzy, Corey creeps up on Tenko and slaughters her. Wonder how he did that. Maybe with some sort of seesaw. Gundam was struggling to trap and cut himself pretty bad. He's now bleeding out. Mizuki trips and falls in a really bad way, breaking her neck. Nagisa attacks Crazy Yoko from behind, slaughtering her. Jin finds Gundam caught in a trap, manages to free him. Kazuichi starts sobbing uncontrollably. Aiko is writhing with maggots. Mikan duels it out with Noelle. Noelle actually bites the dust. Hifumi poses after a harmony body. Kaito sizes his muscles. Mondo twiddles his thumbs. Boss polishes her ancient scepter, making the magic orb shine. Gonta starts sobbing uncontrollably. Kana's wearing leather scraps. It's a sight to behold. Rantaro gets cocky and ends up dying from a stupid mistake. Boss challenges Masaru to a duel. Boss actually bites the dust. But Masaru doesn't last much longer because Yasuke can't wait to kill again, and boy does he. He and Maya are on the same page and attack Masaru from both sides, slaughtering him. Kanji finds some other scraps, just enough to be, there's a lot of cave people today. I've seen that a lot this season. We have had a lot of caveman gear. Fatsugami also feels protected by his wealth. We lost quite a few. I didn't expect that many today because we were running low on people, but it's taken us down to 15. And thus, we must play the Clair de Lune 4. Tenko. Mizuki. Crazy Hiyoko. Noelle. Rantaro. Boss. Masaru. It was not boss time today. 15 are left, 5 more into your saving grace picks, and at this rate we'll probably get them next round on round 6. It's been consistently large days of bloodshed for the simulator, and that's a little strange. That's a little strange to say the least, but I do believe we have to continue going. I do believe we have to proceed. I do believe it is time to see what else unfolds as we click the next round, and we see peace. Peace, there's no orange here, not a single orange. Everyone's just vibing now. Isato's dead. Fatsugami's remembering Kei and sobbing quietly. Gonta doesn't understand what's happening still. Fumi's still not prepared for it. Kanji feels strong enough to handle anything. Nagisa's cooking the genius idea. I see some orange down there as Maya does her best to avoid her partner. Kaito thinks about what he did to end up here. You've lost time and time again. That's what you've done. Please win. In fact, this is Kaito. I'm not gonna say it. Kazuichi snaps out of it. Kana wishes she could go home. Corey in the house looks around maniacally seething. Mikan is being adorable as always. Jin just wants to be helpful. Mondo ambushes Kana, eviscerates her, and Yasuke tries to get the others to notice him. We've only lost one. The poor girl, taken out by Mondo. It is indeed a terrible, terrible turnabout. Actually, just declared a Lune 4. Kana. The old buckethead couldn't live on. We gotta keep going. We only lost the one. We got 4 more to lose until your saving grace picks. I thought it would be this round, but you know what? This round was peaceful. This is the calm before the storm, though. It might be. As round 7 begins in a fit of frenzy, Corey creeps up on Maya, turns her inside out. Fatsugami finds us all below his concern. Gundam kind of wanders off and gets lost, never to be seen again. He was bleeding out, and now he's just gone. Hifumi sobs quietly. Nagisa thinks of plans to get out of here. Yosuke looks for someone dumb enough to believe him. Razor's gone. Mondo reminisces about my man's Daisaku, who sobs quietly. Kanji's wearing leather scraps. Rantaro's gone. Mikan is determined to survive this. Jin thinks about what he did to end up here. Aiko's gone. Gonta finds leather scraps, and Kaito challenges him to a duel. Gonta bites the dust. Rest in peace to him. As Kazuichi tries to get others to notice him, we are down to 11. 1 more until your saving grace picks. But this spells the end of just one team. Just one team, because the other 2 had their tag team partners in, I believe, actually, as we hit this Clair de Lune 4. Maya. Gundam. Gonta. And Gonta's already in the Retribution match, which is okay. Gundam's actually also in the Retribution match, and Maya is she? Is she in the tag team Retribution match? She may or may not be. I don't think she is, actually. So she kind of needed that. But hey, if her partner wins, her partner wins. We only have 1 more to lose. Yasuke is still in for Mind Trip. Gundam still has Jin in, and unfortunately the Wolfpack is out for this game. But we still have 11 left. 1 more until your saving grace picks. Will we just lose 1? I don't know. I haven't the slightest. We're about to find out, though. Together, as we click next round. Let's do it. Let's see. Ooh, boy! Kaito, at least you made it to the top 10. Kanji sizes his muscles, and Mikan uses this distraction to sneak attack both Kanji and Kaito, murdering them both. And she doesn't last long for it. Yasuke can't wait to kill again. Fat Togami still feels protected by his wealth. Jin is being adorable as always. Mondo stares into the distance. Nagisa attacks Mikan from behind, taking her out as well. Hifumi fails to grasp the gravity of the situation. Kori is in the house maniacally and seething, and Kazuichi sobs quietly. We are now down to 8. 48 have perished, and 8 remain, which means it's within your final 10. It will be a little something. You might want to make some new picks after this. Player Loon 4. Kanji, Kaito, Mikan. We'll see as we scroll up. You know that there's 8 left. Who are they? I don't know. Well, I mean, I kind of know, because I've been paying attention. I will say, though, that it's time. It's time to make some new picks if your picks haven't, unless your picks are doing spectacular, because there's a couple popular teams in here. I don't know if there are teams that you picked or teams that I picked, but I will say it's time to make some saving grace picks. We still have Hifumi from the Power of God in anime. The person on their team who has won the most, can he win again today for the team? Robotics Club still has Kazuichi. He has none of the kills for his team today, but he could still win this thing. He's a former champ, never forget about him. As we scroll down, we also still have, from Strong and Soft, Mondo. Mondo had a showing last week. Will he have a showing today as well in tag team action? We'll have to wait and see. As we scroll down, Fat Togami, former tag team champ, first ever tag team co-champ, shrouded in mystery. Fat Togami could be getting you guys a fan vote today. As we scroll down some more, we still have Yasuke from Mind Trip. Let me tell you, this team has been around for a while in several different iterations, but today could be a day for Yasuke. He's been cheated before, will he be cheated today? Former tag team champions, the Brainiacs, still have Nagisa with many kills to his name. Can he get many more? As we keep going, we also have Jin. Prepare for trouble. Not a kill to his name, he's just kind and cute. But can that get him a win today? I don't know. We also have, lastly, Kori in this house. Has 2 KOs. He is frenzied, and he may be the most dangerous person in this game unless a heart attack stops him. So, that's your final 8. Pick first, second, and third. In the comments, you've left your comment already. If you haven't, go ahead and make your saving verse picks in a new comment. Or you can reply to your old comment, or you can just edit your old comment. Do whatever you gotta do to make saving verse picks known. Comment on my comment. Do whatever you must. I'm gonna make my picks right now. Jin was a part of my original picks, or his team was, so I gotta pick Jin. I'm hoping for Jin. It would be lovely if Jin won. It'd be lovely if he won Pacifist style. I don't have high hopes, but I'm gonna pick him. Give me... Ooh... Kazuichi for second, because Robotics Club. They're pretty dope. And then give me... Mondo for the double Friday wins. I think Mondo might have a season. He might have a showing of a season this season. Give me Mondo. And those are my picks. Hopefully you made yours, because we're not gonna dilly and we're not gonna dally. These teams are all going. Oh, we also have to remember, 5 people go on to their Retribution match. Who will they be though? I don't know. But we do still have Yasuke, Fat Togami, Jin, Mondo, Nagisa, Hifumi, Kori in this house, and Kazuichi as your final 8. They are all steeled, they are all determined, they all have the same resolve, the same heartbeat, the same pulse as that of a samurai woman. Are you ready? Let's get into this. Let's see what unfolds as we click next round. And there's a whole lot of orange. As Hifumi doesn't, or hopes he doesn't have to harm anybody, Fat Togami gets mauled by wild animals. Mondo tries to kill Hifumi, but Hifumi actually retaliates and kills him instead. Yasuke is looking for an easy out. Kazuichi is cooking a genius idea. In a fit of frenzy, Kori's in this house and creeps up on Hifumi, turns him inside out. Rest in peace to him. The dead husk of Cannon rides with maggots, and Jin finds leather scraps, enough to put together some rudimentary clothing. It looks rather caveman-like. Okay. So we are at your final 5. 5 people go on to the Retribution match. It looks like Hifumi was already... No, he's in the other one, I believe. So Hifumi should be in the Retribution match. We'll double check things at the end because there might already be people who are left. It should be who's left. Yasuke, Kazuichi, who is not. No, Kazuichi is in the tag team retribution match. We'll do a little bit of run through with it, and we'll explain everything that's going on. However, before we do that, it is indeed a terrible turnabout for the three that we lost. Fat Togami, Mondo, Hifumi. It is indeed a shame, but there are 5 people left. All of them will get something today, but only one of them can get a win. We have Nagisa, Jin, Corey, Kazuichi, and Yasuke. Of those, we could see Gundam, who's already in, take Jin onto the retribution match, and they could just be waiting for Sonya to get onto that retribution match. Or Jin could win and take Gundam off of the retribution match. There's a lot of moving pieces with this season. Kazuichi's already there, but getting him a win clearly takes him off of the retribution match. Yasuke will just get something today, and so will Nagisa, because I don't believe Nagisa is on this list either. He is not. So, ladies and gentlemen, these are your final 5. A lot of them are playing for a lot of things, but most importantly, they're all caught in what we like to call a crisis of fate. Yasuke, Kazuichi, Corey in the house, Jin, and Nagisa in a crises of fate. Let's see what happens. Let's see what unfolds. Corey's still the most dangerous person here. Will he stay dangerous? He might. As we go to round 10, the perfect 10. Nothing bad happens, but people do pick up a couple of things. Razor is gone. Kazuichi tries to get others to notice him. Corey's looking for his next victim. Yasuke finds a dapper suit and puts it on. Jin finds a lovely bikini, puts it on, despite revealing. And Nagisa remembers how much he misses his tag team partner, sobs quietly, will proceed. And we will see some terrible things happening as round 11 begins. Nagisa finds a big stick, probably comes in handy to bash some skulls in a fit of frenzy. Corey creeps up on Jin, slaughters him. You hate to see it, but Jin is making retribution, so better odds for the boys. In Prepare for Trouble. Sonya still has to get there. It's a possibility that she could. Kazuichi is cooking Virginia's idea. Yasuke trips and falls in a really bad way, breaking his neck. And that brings us down to our final 3. Nagisa, former tag team champ. Cork won it for his team. Can Nagisa win it to get them on the bracket? Corey is in the house. Hasn't had the best... the best... Corey kills his tag team partner a whole bunch. And Kazuichi, who's trying to carry on for his team. But getting this far doesn't mean anything for him because, okay, he's already on the retribution match. He needs to win. He needs to get off of the retribution match list. But before we get into all that, we still have to give a terrible turnabout for Jin, Yasuke, because there are 3 out of 56 remaining. Nagisa, Kazuichi, and Corey in the house. Right now, Corey has the advantage. Nagisa has a big weapon. Does Kazuichi have anything? That is the big question. I don't know. Let's find out. Where is Kazuichi? Yeah, he has nothing. He has nothing. He's just a seductive inventor. What will that do for him? I don't know. It's gotten him this far. Will his elusive wiles take him all the way? I don't know, but it is still a crisis of fate. Will it be a sudden ending like we have so many times in the simulator this season? It will not, but it will be a 1v1 as we go on to round 12. Nagisa waves that big stick around menacingly. Corey looks for his next victim. Kazuichi doesn't really want to, but finds himself having to get rid of Nagisa. And that brings us down to Corey versus Kazuichi. A former champ versus the man who's in the house and is frenzied. But first, before we get into all of that, it is indeed a terrible turnabout for Nagisa. And this is where things get interesting. Kazuichi has fought long and hard, now has his first kill. He needs to win, otherwise getting to second here didn't mean much for him at all. Corey is here, and either way he gets a little something. He either gets onto the retribution match, or he wins the game and carries his team, Child and Clover, over to the finale. I don't know what'll happen, but I do have to ask you, not what, but who? Will it be Kyo. Kazuichi. You might refer to him as Kyo, but for many, many, many years at this point, well, not a year, I guess it's kind of been years at this point, we referred to this man as Corey, and today he is in the house. Can he get into the tag team bracket? Kazuichi has gotten this far on the other hand. He's gotten this far before, but today he needs to win. He's got to win this one, otherwise getting this far doesn't mean anything because he's already on the Retribution match. So will it be Corey or Kazuichi? The man in the house or the man who's a pimp? Corey, Kazuichi, the Obsessive Siblings, the Robotics Club. One will win, one will come out on top. What will happen when we click next round? Will Corey kill him? Will Corey have a heart attack? That's something that we see quite often. We will see that this time, he will not. The frenzy carries him forward as round 13 begins. In a fit of frenzy, Corey's in the house and creeps up on Kazuichi and turns him inside out. This is what he needed the entire time. It is unfortunate, and it is indeed a terrible turnabout for Kazuichi. However, perhaps we should have known that this was going to happen because of what happened at the beginning of this game. I can say now with certainty, that true winner. As someone killed his tag team partner at the start of the game, that left him with no way to hinder himself. So he was able to be himself and not kill his tag team partner, but instead kill other people. Ladies and gentlemen, for Child, for Clover, for the Obsessive Siblings heading on to the tag team bracket, Corey takes the win. Well, that is all she wrote, ladies and gentlemen. Corey takes the win. Yeah, I guess it was his time. It was his time. He's finally being a team player. He carried on for the team by himself, but he carried on for the team. They will have a shot walking out tag team champion. How do I feel about that? I think it's okay. I love Clover. I love Corey. Yeah. Child's okay. Mikan had 5 KOs, so did Corey. Masaru had 3, Monica with 3, Kana with 3, Kanji and Nagisa with 3. Everyone else had 2 or less. But that's not the story of this game. The story of this game is that Corey controlled his frenzy and took out the people that he needed to take out to win this game. And that is why, as we bring up our winners bracket, he's there along with Clover and Child. The Obsessive Siblings have a shot at the titles. And because of this game, we did some tiptoeing all the way through. And the 5 people who joined the Retribution match are Nagisa, Jin, Yasuke, Hifumi, and Mondo. And that helps out Gundam, who's already there. Doesn't really help out Nagisa. Doesn't really help out Yasuke. Doesn't really help out Hifumi, and doesn't really help out Mondo, unfortunately. It only really helped out Gundam. Actually, it does help out. I forgot Pewter's in there. Pewter's in there, so it does help out Yasuke. That's actually very useful. Couple people got another person in. This Retribution match is filling up, but there's only 3 more weeks to fill it up. That's right. And if those 3 weeks all result in like ones, who knows what might unfold? We might have pretty much a full Retribution match that you're looking at right now. It could be anywhere between 3 more people and 18 more people. That's the interesting part about the Retribution match. We could end up with a lot more people in these last 3 episodes, or like 3. That's the nature of this. That's the nature. Anywhere between that range is a possibility. Stay classy. Year of the Ascent. Congratulations once again to the Obsessive Siblings and to Corey, who's in the house. Next week we have more Danganronpa Hunger Games, Thursday and Friday. We got some OC action on Christmas in July, and of course tomorrow or Sunday, I'm not entirely sure, there will be some Your Turn to Die, so get ready for that. It is going to be truly spectacular. And then Monday for Awakening, and it's just going to be a fun time. There might even, who knows, there might be a pop-up stream if I have time. We never know. Never know at all. But That's all for today. In this year of the Ascent, Toon Link, Dave, Anomaly, the Anomalakaris, thank you for watching. Did you pick the Obsessive Siblings? If you did, you're probably celebrating. You were probably playing your horns as well. Toodaloo, Flight Crew. Thanks for watching.